I'm nervous.
Do you know how many views that current video has that came out today?
0.
Zero.
Yeah, but I forgot to put it on Instagram, didn't I? So. No wonder. I completely forgot. Fucking idiot.
You probably should put it in the chat at some point.
Yeah. What, Tombo?
Yeah.
Is this your other friends? He's got different sets of friends on it.
Yeah.
I like to mix and match.
Group hopping.
Yeah, because he said you're the middle tier. Out.
Bollocks. I've never said you the middle.
I think you
Middle
did.
tier.
I think you did.
When?
At that party, you were like,
No, I didn't.
oh, Liam's alright. I've got better friends.
When? No, I
did you say that?
Alex. When?
That was a bit mean. I'm not.
No, it
was a bit mean.
I can't believe you said that, Dan.
I hate you. I'm trying to think now. You are winding me up, aren't you?
I'm generally not. Don't take offence. Kick him out if anyone.
You're
I'm not joking.
Yeah, you are.
It's going right.
You're winding me up.
I'm not joking. Alright, I'm joking.
Are you actually joking?
I'm joking.
Are you joking?
No.
I can't tell you.
No, I think what you said is I've got different groups of friends.
I doubt he would have ranked his friends.
There's no way I die.
It was this guy. He's on middle tier in terms of
I
friendship.
never said that.
I'm a bottom tier, so I don't know why you complain.
No, I didn't. I never went your bottom tier. No, this is in Jack's mind. He sees I've got other friends and he don't like it.
No, what it is, he knows
Yes,
I'm
it
right,
is.
and he's like, oh shit, actually,
Why would
do
I?
like,
I've never
Lee-
ranked anyone.
oh,
Except.
apart from everyone
Oh,
that you see.
I'm not even, I can't really use this.
So welcome to the podcast with Dom and Liam. I don't do the intros really, do I?
Was that the intro?
That was the intro. Welcome to the Currently Untitled podcast.
Are you going to do the
I'll do the intro.
Wait,
I've
should
never
we
done the
let
intro.
Jack do it actually?
Yeah, Jack,
Oh.
do the intro.
What's it called?
Oh, what are you doing here?
Well, no, I have been working all day, so obviously my mind is
I have
not really. Don't actually work.
teaching, education, learning.
I forgot the name of the podcast. That's what it is. It's because it's so good. What is it?
Poignant.
It's the Currently Retitled podcast.
Hello and welcome to the currently retitled podcast.
You're an idiot. It's
This is
untitled.
Jack, Liam, and Dom.
Currently Untitled Podcast. The Currently Untitled Podcast. The Currently Untitled Podcast. The Currently Untitled Podcast.
Welcome back to the Currently Untitled podcast with me, Dom, and Liam. Yep, and our special guest for today, Jack.
Yeah, that's me.
What was that?
Put your hands up to shout.
Even though they can't see you, mate. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's me. So
Right, okay then. So
I'm here.
we'll kick start.
Kickstart,
So I don't know why, but I was thinking while driving today about will there ever be a female Premier League manager?
No.
And I thought, who's going to have an interesting view on this? Jack. So,
Oh,
yeah. So it's coming over to you.
Sexist.
And, yeah, not sexist, because I haven't said anything sexist yet. And so I was thinking, what are your views on it?
yeah, I couldn't see a proper. Well, I don't know any women footballers. This is the problem, isn't it?
Sexist.
No, right. Obviously, I know we're gonna come on to like different managers and stuff in a bit, but it's like
What female managers do you
the
know?
only reason they would hire a female manager for a men's football club is purely for the press. Like, oh, have you seen so and so club in League Two? I don't know, Cambridge or something. Have got a woman manager.
What if,
manager.
what if that team improves with the woman manager?
The woman! The woman!
Just a great woman.
The woman!
Great woman. Great woman.
The woman! The woman! Is that plural?
What if the team actually
Woman!
improves under her, though?
Yeah, sorry, what was
What
it?
if the team actually improves under her though?
Under the
Under the woman.
the woman. No, if it, I don't
She
see
can
a
be on top
problem.
of the men. Oh,
You
Oh,
are
come on.
ridiculous.
it's weird.
No, it's. I think that everybody should be given. It's like you look at anybody who gets given a chance, like old footballers, genuinely, who get given a chance, and you'd think they've only got it because of their status. You don't know if somebody, female or male, who's like not had a good career or even a footballer in the past, why couldn't they be just as good of a coach as the one who's had an amazing career?
I feel like there's no real reason why females can't be
No, of
in
course
the
not.
men's league managers.
Yeah.
I don't really know. If you think about it, there's not really. I can't really think why there haven't been any female managers.
Before that, I mean, there's hardly any black male football managers either, is there? And then they're talking about the Rooney Rule, which is, in my opinion, a crock of shite.
What's
It's
the Rooney
rubbish.
Rule?
The Rooney Rule is where...
ridiculous.
No,
No, that's just it, like. Sorry, explain it, man.
Can I...
Carry on? Go.
Right, so the Rooney Rule is essentially where they have a list of interview candidates for the managerial role at a football team.
Mm.
The Rooney Rule ensures that one of the candidates has to be black. Essentially meaning, don't matter who it is, if they're black, you can have an interview, but we're not going to pick you. It's just a ludicrous. I can understand that the need to have more black managers is understandable, but doing it in a way where you have to interview so and so and so and so because of the colour of his skin.
That's just wrong.
It doesn't make sense. If you do it a different way, where it should be an equal proportion of academy managers from white and black, because there should be an equal mix, really.
Just to say on that, I don't think it is just blacks. I think it's either just blacks, so it's like it includes like Asian. But in fact, I'm going to search that, so I'm sure it includes like not just like white and black. I'm sure it's like,
I'm not sure,
a bit more expanded than that.
Well, it might. I assume in China there's quite a few Asian managers. But...
Yeah, I mean it'll sort of be. But I mean, England have had sort of like Swiss and Italian managers.
Well, we have loads of people coming from abroad. But
Yeah.
Can you think of like the top 6 Premier League clubs a black manager of like recently? You know what I mean? Can you think? You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of the players are mixed race as well.
A lot of great players.
A majority of the players, or at least half and half of them.
One of the top ones at the top Italian clubs I remember, I loved him as a footballer, Clarence Seedorf. I don't know if you've heard of him. Yeah. And he were amazing, and he was like manager of Inter Milan. He didn't do too bad, but then he's not really had a stint anymore, and but other people have where they've not done well. And why not give? In my opinion, I think if there's especially a black or minority person in the lower echelons of football or academies, why not progress them into a managerial role rather than just picking, he used to play football, we'll have him. Why not develop someone's coaching career further? Do you know what I mean?
I mean, you've got sort of the same for old managers who currently getting fired, hired in all the Premier League teams.
Something needs to be changed to have a more sustainable system.
You're trying to get Steve Bruce out of a job. That's what you're trying to do.
No, I actually like Steve Bruce. Funnily,
Mark Hughes
does nothing.
But something just needs to change. Yeah, I think we've agreed on that.
That's quite deep though, because it's like how many clubs can actually give not just black managers but like coaching staff in general. You get to like League 2 and League 1, people haven't actually. Clubs haven't actually got that much money. How many can say, all right, I'm going to send you on this coaching course, which in England is like $4,000 or something to get your badges.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know how the scale works, but like, I know in Germany or Spain or Italy, the coaching badges that you can actually go and get are cheap as anything. So you probably will.
Yeah, it's a joke. Right?
Obviously, we just follow English league.
Well, I've got no carry on.
I'm guessing, like a lot of the German leagues and everything, there's probably more up and coming managers. It's quite a deep subject because it's like, I don't know, I just think the English leagues in general are a bit like 80s. Like, I know Germany, like, there's like quite a lot of youngsters coming through and you'll see them like the world class, and then with England it's like, it's just sort of pick and choose. I don't know, I just think we're a golfing class. Like,
well, it's the philosophy of German football. Like, even a lot of top German football teams like Bayern Munich, Borussia Dortmund, they offer to pay for away travel. The season ticket prices are less than a third of like Arsenal's or Man City's, or so it's ridiculously cheap. So people can afford to go, and it just means the atmosphere at German football is unreal. And like you said, coaching badges is less than half the price.
You'll know, in fact, obviously you're coaching.
I've got my level 2. But UEFA B is the next one. That costs a bit. You need to be obviously like academy based.
How much is it though? It's like,
I'm not sure.
Not cheap, is it?
No, it's not cheap at all. And then you need your UEFA A, and then I think another one to progress.
That's what I mean. Like League 1 and League 2 clubs that are not that strict. Obviously, it might be a couple of grand, but it might be a couple of grand that ain't got spare. So it's like, how can they get people from the academy, like the academy coaches, say, right, I'm going to put you on this course. Actually, we can't really afford it. Do you know what I mean? But if you're in Germany, it's like it's probably half the price or quarter.
Yeah.
I couldn't have seen a scale, and I think it's like Spain and Italy as well. But I don't know, it's like a balance, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
I think it's quite deep as a country. We're
Different
quite.
ideas.
Well, not many English managers really go abroad as well to manage.
No, I can't
Like there's
actually think of the last England manager, English manager.
Steve McLaren.
Oh yeah, he's a
Well,
joke.
There's him from
He's rubbish.
There's him from Swansea. It's actually quite a good story.
Oh,
Actually.
who?
Graham, I can't remember his name. He was something like a Swedish club. I think when he first took over, he got promoted. I couldn't tell you what the name are. Got promoted, and then I think he's won like the equivalent to the Premier League like 3 or 4 times in a row. I might be exaggerating.
In what league is this?
Sweden.
Sweden.
It sounds like nothing, but
He's an English manager.
yeah, and he's
Oh,
properly
really?
properly rated over there. Like they absolutely loved him. 'Cause it's
Oh,
like
dear.
I can't remember his name, but he's obviously come over here to test it, and it's like actually
No.
I don't know.
No idea. No.
I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name.
What, has he not been rated much in Swansea?
Where are they? I don't know where they are in league table. Where are they? Like I can't even. I thought they started quite well. They started well against
They're
us.
not in top 6. I know that. Well,
It did wonders over there. But yeah, like big leagues, like well, that's a prime example. Like Gary Neville.
probably
going to-
8th. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary Neville going to Valencia. What did he? I think he lost like 12 games or something daft like that. He did absolutely awful.
Yeah, he did.
They were in a bad predicament anyway, but he come in and they did absolutely nothing, and he just left after the season. I don't know if he got relegated or he did that bad of a job. They picked him halfway
No,
through the
he
season.
didn't get relegated.
They sacked him before the end of the season, but he still stayed up by someone else.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Thierry Henry's sort of shit in the bed of Monaco, isn't he?
Yeah, he's doing
yeah,
shite.
but the thing is, it's hard doing stuff like that. Monaco are already shit to begin with this season. I think they sold all the good players. He's come in and it's like
Don't they have like
do a good job.
Kylian Mbappe, something like that?
I think he's at PSG.
Is he?
Mbappe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's at PSG. Yeah.
What did he just call him then?
Say
Mbappe. I said Mbappe.
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 Mbappe. Oh, Mbappe. So, Liam, as you've briefly mentioned to me, you're quite in a financially bad way at the minute, aren't you? So,
Yeah.
and like I'm not in the greatest way at all, but I'm slowly picking up a bit of cash.
I'm not in debt. I'm just not getting any money in.
Yeah, it's not coming in, is it?
No.
No. Do you have anything coming in at the minute?
What are you doing? How have you afforded these beers? That's the question.
I've got minimum. I'm not going to say how much, but I've got minimum money saved,
Hmm.
and I'm essentially just living on that until I
Yeah.
can get regular work. So I'm like going away for like a bit over 2 weeks to do this film job, which I'm
Oh,
not
yeah,
in,
yeah.
which I'm not in anymore.
What do you have to do for that?
I'm doing boom operating.
Survive. Gonna go out for a beer, Liam.
Pot
No.
noodle. Wank.
Oh,
Maybe.
not tonight.
No. Not both. Can't afford
I
that.
can't do the pot noodle, alright.
Well, it's going to get to a point where I've been trying to avoid having to get a retail job.
Yeah.
But if-
Oh, you don't want to. No, my friend Taylor.
Friend?
Oh,
Hmm.
crow up.
Sorry.
My
I am
friend.
sorry.
You're a child. My friend
Shall I have
Taylor.
some
We
beer?
did, shut up.
I'll have a
Right.
cup of tea.
We did.
Thank you for my tea.
Sorry.
We did supply teaching together,
Oh, I'll have a cup of tea.
and he wasn't getting the work coming in basically, all the phone calls.
Mm.
So he's giving. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You're a child.
Please don't shut me out.
He weren't getting the phone calls, so he eventually gave in and took a retail job.
Yeah.
Whereas I've finally got we finally got the money coming in basically, but he hasn't. He's done that, and I don't think he's enjoying it. Whereas
Where's your work?
Sainsbury's,
Which one?
I don't know. What's it matter? What?
Why'd you get really? I like you get really angry
You're
about your
annoyed.
friends.
You're slurping. Oh.
Why'd you get in like? It's good. You know, if he was like the top set of friends, you wouldn't even be that bothered. Because you're the middle set of friends. If it was you and you've got a job at Sainsbury's, you'd be like, oh, he's rubbish, he's shit. But it's the top friend. You can't just pick and choose, Dom.
I was talking to Liam.
Sorry,
Okay,
but
so
Liam feels left out now.
no, he doesn't. Because I was talking to
Oh,
him.
but he's not a top friend. So yeah, carry on.
Ignore him, please.
You
Right.
two are just the same person, right?
No, he's a joke. He's just an annoyance. Right.
But what were you saying?
I'm not going to say anything. Just carry on. Don't look at me. Look straight forward.
Right. Okay, so what are you going to...
So what my current plan is I've actually got my theory test tomorrow. Yeah.
How many... is this your first time?
First time.
Have you revised?
Oh yeah, I've revised.
Make sure you revise. You need to revise.
No,
you
I've
need
revised.
to revise.
It's the hazard perception test that I think I'm going to shit the bed on, but I'm generally I'm okay with it.
Fuck off. That's stupid.
Just let him talk.
God.
It's a podcast.
I'm generally good at the theory test
Yeah.
stuff. I think.
Yeah.
I think I might get one
What
or two
about
potentially wrong, but I think. Fine.
Hazard perception.
Well, so there's something like 14 questions. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Do you remember each one?
No, I mean, do you...
Tell me the answers. Watch out!
If I draw him out, could you please point out?
No, I mean, do you remember? It's like 14 questions, isn't it?
Yeah.
14 questions, and then
Let
one.
me think in what order they come in. So you've got a little girl sprinting in first one. Then you've got this disabled, but you don't like them, Jack. So you've got this disabled person coming next. Dodge them. They're on wheels, so they can't
Right,
come.
okay.
It's fine.
Oh, can you say that?
So let me get my notepad.
You haven't got a notepad.
No, it was an audio joke.
Yeah. Right, okay. No, you'll be fine. The audio, the hazard perception is the easiest bit. I think.
Do you think so?
You just click.
Honestly,
click.
I always say with theory tests, I think the main... What's the main bit called? Like before?
It's like the multiple choice or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like 50 multiple choice questions.
The only way that'll catch you out is the way it's worded.
Yeah.
But it's not hard. It's like I'm not like trying to put pressure on you.
No,
like,
no, I-
path. But like it's generally just common sense. But they will catch you out with like little shitty questions that you think, why have you put that? But obviously it's just to catch you out.
Well, I can contrast that because I failed twice.
Well, your theory test.
I failed once.
You failed your theory test twice.
Miserably twice. I didn't look at it, didn't revise properly. I spent
You're
like,
hard.
I'm very hard. I spent maybe 10-15 minutes looking at it on my phone just thinking, like you said, it's just common sense, it'll be easy. And I thought, got to the final one, I went, fuck, I'm going to actually have to revise. Because I got, on my final actual driving test, I still didn't know all signs. I winged it. I should, not good at all. I was on a dual carriageway and I didn't know if it was a 50 or 70. So I fluctuated between 55 and 65, hoping for the best.
That's clever.
Yeah, it wasn't though, was it? No. And but passed.
First time.
No, of course. No.
Did they do 70 on dual carriageways?
Well, Dom does.
I did.
Is he on his test? Well, I don't know, but he's going 70, so don't get in his way.
I thought it was only really motorways that do 70. Everything else is like 50.
No.
Dual carriageways, isn't it?
Sometimes you'll carry like certain ones, so like Parkway.
Yeah,
Sheffield, that's 50 at the beginning, and it goes to 70.
Yeah,
so.
that's
Different.
So still learning.
Yeah, that's
Still learning.
I just feel like, is that what's in front of us?
Yeah, that's what I'm using to prop up the.
Oh.
Right. Well, sometimes you get what's it called? That you know when you get
Hey.
you get random questions that's fired at you. So what's the tyre tread depth on tiling?
Minimum is 1.6 millimetre.
Oh, sharp. You didn't know that, did you?
I do now. So
Rubbish.
always learning.
Yeah.
Every day's a learning day.
That's good.
Remember, all I've been doing, so I've read the highway code.
Yeah.
And then I've mainly just been doing mock tests online. Just been doing loads and loads of mock tests.
Yeah, no, you'll pass it, Rick.
You done practical online yet?
I've done online practical.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean the test.
Like the actual, the actual driving test online.
Oh yeah.
Like a virtual one.
Have you not done that?
No.
You use the you know like
I use real cars.
no. You know that? Did you use the Nintendo Wii steering wheel?
Yeah. Generally.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course you do. You haven't done it. You're not going
But
to pass
no,
your
no,
test.
no,
You're,
but
you're both
yeah,
taking piss here.
Yeah, do
No,
his
we're
theory
not
yet.
taking. Why would we take the meat?
Honestly, when you do your theory, obviously your driver's not going to bring.
Well, you don't
it
have.
actually
You
says.
don't need the Nintendo Wii accessory, but it helps.
It's optional.
Optional.
So
No, honestly. And then you can. It's hard. I used a what's it called? A skateboard as a clutch. Like you know one of them mini
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Yeah. So and it connected to the computer. Yeah, we're joking. Yeah, sorry. Right. Nah, you'll be sound with it. You'll be sound. Yeah. We'll move that.
oh, good
Sure.
that. It's alright. I didn't think you'd follow on. I thought
Yeah,
you
we worked it well. Okay.
middle friend. So
Oh.
play jokes on him.
Die. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. So
Who's your best friend, Dom? Who's your top friend? Who's your top tier friend?
Oh,
I don't rate or rank my friends.
Who's
This
your
is just
top
a
tier
bad
friend, Dom?
joke.
He does. He's got a piece of paper in his wallet. Honestly, they're numbered. I'm not joking.
Go on, gives you all the
Fine. Tina.
Oh, she's
Oh.
mine. Oh, she's not. I've never met her. Oh,
She
have I?
mentioned you and all.
Oh,
Joke. Right. No, I want to learn more about what you do
me?
for a living. Yeah.
I tell him all the time, and I generally don't think you remember.
I do.
What?
I'm like a scaffolder.
What?
Something like
That's so far off.
a shelf stacker.
No, you know Amazon.
Oh no.
I own it.
Yeah.
So
No.
You own it.
yeah. It's lucky you actually got me tonight because I'm so busy all the time. I've got holidays left, right, and centre. So
What do you actually do? I'm interested.
yeah, do aerials and CCTV.
Oh yeah, I forget every time. How is that an exciting, exhilarating, thrilling?
Wait, so you install CCTV?
job?
Yeah.
Got some.
Do I want some CCTV?
Yeah.
If you're giving it out for free, I'll take some CCTV.
It's a no from me. But that's your mum.
What?
Definitely that's your mum.
You madman! Why say no?
Why would I give it for free?
Well, why offer?
No, it's just. It's a,
uh,
oh, sorry, Mister. I work 1 day a week.
maybe 5. But,
Oh,
you
dear.
know, yeah, I know.
Oh, it's not a real job.
Okay.
Liam will have a better job than you. Just put it out there.
I'm not working any days a week at the moment.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
This is our job. This is the real
Mm.
job. This. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're earning loads from this, Liam, aren't we?
Yeah.
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 Cost me 10 quid, these Coronas.
We'll make
I'm
it
now in
back.
debt.
We'll make it back.
Slowly. Yeah, it's alright job. It's just a job, isn't it? Like,
Who do you work with, like, at the MAs? Like, where would you rank these work people in terms of friendship?
don't know. Have you got a list that I can follow off?
Well, I've got them on the
Dom's
list.
got children at top.
Yeah. Oh, can you say that? What did you ask me?
What do you listen? It's part of it.
Oh, boring.
For a
I prefer
podcast.
Liam. So,
Okay.
but Liam, you asked me.
Honestly, I
know.
forgot what he
I
was
can't
asking.
remember that either. It's just that boring.
Oh,
So,
okay.
oh,
Should we move on?
yeah,
Well, I'm
that was
You
done.
don't want any
Oh,
bored
clarification?
of Jack.
How many times did it take to pass your practical?
Are we moving back to
How many? No, I am curious as I'm doing it.
Are we editing that bit in?
Which bit?
Can.
Alright.
Might not. I don't know. Depends how I feel when I'm editing.
Okay, nice one. 3 times.
3
And
times.
it took me
So
3
you have
times
to
to
do your
pass my
theory.
driving.
Did you have to do your theory 3 at the times then if you failed it twice?
Yeah, I passed on 3rd time for theory. And then,
And then 3rd time for practical?
yeah. The
Doesn't that
magic
cost
three.
haven't you spent nearly 200 quid then just on tests?
Student loans.
Boom! So it took me 4
Took you 4?
For what?
practicals. I
What
passed
about theory?
I did that my second. Yeah, it cost me.
What were you laughing at then?
What? I wasn't
You
laughing
were
at
snorting with derision.
you. No, I had a joke in mind.
What's the joke?
It's gone now because you were
Yeah,
talking so loudly and boringly.
shite. Boring.
Yeah. You think I was 16 or 17? I had a job at Pizza Express.
Right.
So obviously 100 quid. Yeah, it's 100 quid a time because you have to rent the car out and obviously the test. So it's 100 quid a time. So it's 400 quid out your account. You're like, I don't think I earned that in a month. So it's a bit of well, it's not a struggle, but it's I don't even know I had afforded it. I just wanted to drive. And then, when
Did you practice in between these?
What, the week?
tests? In the test. How quickly did you book each one?
Right, if I can't remember why I failed them. The first one I must have failed because obviously it's nerves and shit. Second one I think I got insured on a car before, so I drove more, but I still failed. The third one I booked it. I'm not even being like a dickhead. I just generally thought I really can't be arsed. I don't know why I'm doing this, and I didn't care on the test.
Have you heard of excuses before, Liam?
Yeah, I've heard excuses.
No, no, generally
Oh no, I know genuinely.
Like-
Honestly, Liam, are you honest? Are you genuinely?
I'm pretty honest.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
I thought
okay.
I generally thought I'm never going to pass, and then the fourth time I think I still got 4 minors, but I still passed.
Oh, yeah. No, I thought that every time I failed, coincidentally, I also thought, can't be arsed with this.
You know.
Funnily enough,
Oh.
once I failed though, I thought that. It was a bit odd,
Oh.
but yeah.
Okay. Now we can move on.
Yeah, we'll move on. Okay then.
Beer and tea don't mix. I'm just putting it out there,
Why did you have beer and tea?
because I sound a bit better now. Don't know. Are they good quality these?
Sounds alright. Obviously not listened to before.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, I've listened
not a fan.
Oh,
Not
for
a
a plan.
Not a fan, not a fan.
Can you stop showing off
Shut up.
in front of your middle friend just because I'm low friend?
God.
Liam, it's the fact I'm bottom. I'm bottom of the food chain, mate.
This is ridiculous.
He hates that. He knows I'm right.
Well, we have a segment that we usually bring up, which is your most interesting or funny memory. So, well, we have that normally, Liam,
Yeah.
don't we? So,
I have been thinking and I can't think off the top of my head. I know you give me like a week's notice, but I generally can't think.
a week's notice for a memory.
Yeah.
And we can't think.
No, do you know what it is? When I finish a day, I forget about the day.
No, you don't. Nonsense.
That's what I've done today.
No.
Don't know.
Have you installed CCTV cameras?
No.
This is what his excuse for everything. Oh, I failed my test. Oh, didn't want to remember.
Ooh.
Didn't want to pass.
You showing off again?
No,
I believe you are. I've
No,
got a
no,
better
no.
car than you, Dom. Just putting it out there.
No,
So, upgraded. Mine's newer. So,
Go on, then.
just keep talking. And
No,
I'll-
what's your favourite?
Yeah, I'd say just keep talking and I'll pop one in.
What do you want? We're asking you a question.
I'll make one up.
You'll make one.
You make
up.
one
No,
up.
it's meant to be a memory.
No. I want to see where this goes.
I'm only joking.
Come on, then. Make up a memory.
Oh, you're putting more pressure on me. Oh.
Yeah, actually. I
Yeah.
fancy a made up
Yeah,
one,
let's-
right?
Fancy made up one?
Yeah, that's just a
Okay.
made up memory.
Oh, so I can't think to where to start it. So
Starting from the beginning.
now we're here. Oh,
Do you want me to start you off and then you progress? Yeah. Okay, so I remember that time you got invited onto the BBC Match of the Day.
Oh,
and
great day.
yeah, great day. And
Onto the set.
onto the set,
Onto
and
the
it
set.
was prior to Match of the Day starting.
Yeah.
And Gary Lineker left, Alan Shearer left, Jermaine Genius he went to the toilet or something. From what this is, from what I remember, because I came with him as as a mate, but I
Carer.
wasn't allowed onto the set, so
Okay.
I saw everything.
Like
and,
a carer. So
yeah, he needs care. And
Yeah.
and the only person he was left with was the female footballer. We don't know the name.
Oh,
Of.
yeah.
So,
I hate her so much. She why doesn't chat shit all the time. Like,
why?
I've done this and I've done that, and I'm like, I don't even know who you are, and I don't know why I'm still here with you. So eventually, I just left.
Why?
It was a good experience, but I wanted Gary there, didn't I? I just generally didn't like her. I didn't like her vibes. I didn't like her. So
This is your made-up story.
Your made-up
you
story.
could have made
I can't
anything.
think of one.
You could have flew through the window or anything.
but that's
I jumped out. I
realistic.
I saved.
Not really.
What?
Your
got-
made up stories. You go to
That's
the Match of the Day set where no one who you know is there, and the one person
Jesus.
you don't know is you don't like,
Oh.
and then you go.
So
I'm
you
gonna
walk
go.
off the set. Oh, Gary Lineker's back in 1 minute. No, you know what? She's pissing me off. I'm leaving. No, rubbish. That's his
To be fair, I
imagination.
used to be quite good at creative writing as well.
He's speaking
Same thing.
different.
If I wrote it, it'd be the same.
Only if you was reading it out.
If this were videoed, then yeah.
I can video.
We can
camera.
video it. I can
Yeah.
put my camera in your face if it'd help. No.
No, I'm trying to think.
Why didn't you actually think of a real one this time? You know,
Oh,
something not
I don't think I've
made
ever
up.
been out of the house. What are yours doing anyway?
No, we've gone over
No,
this.
it's
If you listen back to the podcast,
know.
then you'll hear
Yeah,
what
we've
I
had-
think
we've-
about it.
We've had stories.
Yeah, we've had.
We've trodden that
stories.
ground.
Tell me a good one.
No, we've already.
So you
gone
can't
over.
remember?
No.
No.
If we want to recap, we'll listen back to that podcast.
Well, you just tell me now.
No.
No.
Listen.
Yes, you're not going to tell me.
No.
That is a bit
no,
tight.
No, it ain't. Listen.
Paid to come on this and
Mm.
sort of doing that. So many. Oh.
Just pick one.
I'm just thinking.
Oh.
Don't put me on the spot.
Don't put you on the
You're a
spot. You've had this
child.
for a week.
You're a child.
Can I get a toilet?
No. No.
No, I actually do need.
No, you're not going to the
I've had
toilet.
2 drinks.
You're not going to the toilet to think about what's.
I'm not thinking
You're,
about
he's going to
anything.
go on his phone and type in funny stories. He's such an idiot. He is as well. You were going to go to the toilet and type in funny house party stories.
Oh.
Well, let's just see what you could go.
Oh,
on,
you
go,
know
go,
what?
Go to the toilet. Let's see what you
You've
come
earned a
back with.
toilet break.
Yeah.
Where is
Come
it?
back and we're
So-
expecting an amazing.
Oh, down here.
Yeah, it's out
Oh.
there downstairs. It's just
Liam, we want an
Rich.
amazing story, don't we?
Yeah,
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sweating now.
we want levels to the story.
Level.
I'm sweating.
Bye.
Hi guys, back to
Hi,
the
we're
podcast.
back from the toilet. Welcome back
I
to
didn't
the
actually
Current
say
Title
anything.
Pod. Yeah, we believe that. So, can you think of a memory / story?
I've got memories.
Oh, that's
It's
good.
not the
That's
Matrix.
good.
I have got memories. It's just I don't know if you'll find it
Maybe-
funny.
Alright.
Let me get it up.
Why the Matrix there? They have memories.
To eliminate it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they eliminate it.
Do they?
I think so. Because everything's just like made up by the computer.
Oh, yeah, I guess. Alright, go on then.
Try to think.
Oh, God.
No,
had a read.
I'm honest. I'm not being like a dickhead.
You are.
Rude.
Come on.
I'm generally like bad at remembering things.
I am, but you can think of something funny.
You must have done something when you were like 15 years old that was stupid or dangerous or something.
Well, one of the best ones. Well, one of the ones I can think of off the top of my head is in school. We went on a ski trip in Italy, like Bormio. It was quite a good trip to be fair, because obviously like 15, 14 years snowboarding. And we got on. See, I don't know if you're gonna find this funny. See, it's already singing.
Yeah, I'm interested.
He's not supporting me.
I am, but no, I'm interested.
So it's me, my mate. So me, Aaron, and Connor got the ski lift. You ever been skiing any year?
No.
I've been skiing now.
You know, I thought you
I know what a ski lift is. Though.
He's quite rich though, so I thought you.
I'm not rich at all, I'm skiing.
Oh yeah. So you've got a big house.
Let's move on.
So we went up the ski lift. It's quite. If you've ever been on them, obviously you haven't. You're not as rich as me.
Contrast.
You're going up and it's kind of slow. There's nothing to it really. It's not a fast play. It's not a fast thing. And we got to the top, and because you're on a snowboard, obviously you've not got your feet. You've got a snowboard on one foot.
Yeah.
That's what you call them. And I sort of got off. Wait, sorry, no. Aaron got off first.
Let him
No, you know what? I'm not telling
No,
it.
go on, I am listening.
You've
It's
broken
so
his
slow.
confidence here, Dom.
The
Talk about
build
something
up's so slow. Go on.
No, I'm generally not.
No, I'm joking.
No, I am.
Oh, please.
No.
Oh, please. No, you got
No, I built up courage.
I'm messing.
I built up courage to
No,
do
Jack,
that.
that were good. I already messing. I'm lying.
I'm not very good at stories.
No,
That's
you
why.
were really. I'm interested. No, go on.
Well,
No,
we want to
No,
hear
go
it.
on. No, actually, what happened now? I'm messing.
Can't remember where now.
You were at top, but Aaron fell off his skateboard. Whatever. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not even listening.
Joke.
That's
He's-
rude.
I'm joking. He fell off his snowboard. Yeah.
So he like fell over. So he like blocked like the whole pass. Obviously we're all laughing like, oh,
Yeah.
obviously he fucking fell over in his face. Then Connor got off. He did exactly the same. Obviously at the time it's funny because obviously like you're bursting out, pissing, laughing. And I got
Both at the
off
same time. Or?
both at the same time.
Yeah, carry on.
And I got off. And I was laughing that much that I turned around, and when I turned around, the ski lift hit me in the face, and I generally got a black eye from it. And obviously, it's like bare funny at the times. You're like, what the fuck has just happened? But it was like, see, it was funny at the time, so it's like that's probably memory that's memory I've got.
Yeah. Well, being whacked in the face. Right?
Yeah,
Where everyone laughing at you.
yeah, at me, not with me, but
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not very good at stories.
Good
so,
memories. Yeah. No, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah.
What are your stories? Actually,
Have I mentioned? I can't remember if I actually said it before. You might remember.
I'll tell you, yeah.
The Alton Towers trip.
No.
Have I not mentioned? Right. Basically, well, I've got plenty of stories.
Store them up for social.
I store them up. Well, they just stored in the old empty bank. So, we went on a school trip to Alton Towers, and I hate the school trips to Alton Towers because
boring.
no, mine are interesting. And we always go on the snake pass to Alton Towers on the coach, and I get travel sick horrendously, especially on a big clunky coach. And it was a full coach, and I was just feeling sick at back over and over. And I got there, and I was throwing up the whole time I was there. It was just shit the whole time, so I was just ill. Then we had to go all the way back. Obviously, ill again, all the way back to fucking
Did you do anything at Alton Towers?
ages. You what?
Did you do anything at Alton Towers?
Yeah, I went on all rides, but I
Oh.
was throwing up after everything because I was
Is it?
still sick. It was horrible.
That's
And,
right, then.
I wouldn't go on it if I was feeling
no,
bad.
No.
but I didn't
I'm
want to
not
waste.
wrong with these.
But I didn't want to
Seriously.
waste the trip. You know what I mean?
I'd rather feel better than.
Well,
I don't care about
how am I
wasting
going to
trip.
feel better just sat there doing
Did you
nothing?
watch Game of Thrones?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, let me finish.
April 2K19.
Yeah, I know. I still don't care.
I saw like, because obviously when they put it up, like the trailers, they're always like,
I mean,
just what's happened, like already happened. It's like, why are you putting that up? Then it put up the day after. Sorry, carry on.
right,
Yeah,
I'll
you
finish.
subscribe to the YouTube channel.
No.
No,
Oh no, they were putting up lots of scenes from it. And then they put up I think they might have actually put up the trailer before first thing, and they put up lots of scenes
Oh,
from
don't.
previous episodes.
Get me right on it, so let's see. What's your favourite episode?
Right, my
Hard Home.
story's over. That's
Yes!
it.
Hard Home 6.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
actually my favourite. People say Battle of the Bastards, but
I hope you two
Hard Home
know.
is absolute-
Hard Home is incredible.
devours it.
Yeah.
Oh my, it's actually sick. It's one of them that you like watching, you like, 'cause
Well,
it's all there in all.
That
isn't it?
wasn't in the book as well. Well, like Hard Home was just a thing that went off in the distance. It was like
What,
Hard
you-
Home was like just this massacre that happened, and they brush over it. They don't talk about it.
Oh,
And then they decided that they'll have this big battle at Hard Home. And it was absolutely sick. It was so worth it.
is it? Well, the books are really in depth, so I'm surprised it says that. Because, like, you know, like, when I finished watching it, there's that many fan theories and everything on YouTube. Like, they've always read the books, like, they know the books in depth. Sorry, just hang on, because when you don't understand because you haven't watched it.
What relevance does this have? You can carry on, but what relevance does this have to Alton Towers?
So carry on.
Yeah,
Oh,
in the YouTube
God.
videos, they've
Perfect.
always read the books and they sound so in depth.
Yeah.
I don't like reading, but I might actually get the books because it sounds so. Go on then. Tell your shit story.
So, oh boy. No, what relevance does
No, I
that
know,
have
I
to
know.
Alton Towers?
Towers, castles.
Two Towers,
No.
Lord of the Rings,
Oh.
fantasy book, Game of Thrones.
Are you being serious?
No. Yes.
George R. Martin. In fact, I want to go in depth. George R. Martin
I thought you said Giorgio Armani.
likes who's Frodo's best mate.
Sam.
Sam.
Samwise.
He likes him, so he's like based him off. He's based Samuel Tarly off him. That's like sort of how he's like.
Oh, yeah,
linked to
okay.
him 'cause they're like same sort of person. Go on. I've watched a lot of fan theories. Like it's too many. Like ones that don't even make any sense. But sorry, go on.
You don't make
You don't. If you watch Game of Thrones, you'd understand. It's not like a normal series.
Not bothered.
Have you not watched Game of Thrones?
No, I don't want to. Not
You don't watch.
bothered.
You don't watch anything.
Yes, I do watch things.
What do you watch? The Office.
The Office.
Oh, Peep Show. Oh, I love Peep Show. You need to watch Peep Show.
IT Crowd. And their comedies. I also watch Suits. That's a good one. What else do I watch? American
Suits
Horror
get a bit
Story.
boring.
It can get a bit tedious.
I only watched
after
the
a while.
first
But I
few
don't watch.
series.
Is it bad? I've
It's not bad.
It's
no.
okay for the first 3 seasons, 2 seasons.
No, it is good. It's,
Same sort of thing.
it's-
I started
it is
watching
the same
West
sort of
Wing.
thing, yeah.
Oh, that's years ago, that isn't it?
Yeah, but
I haven't watched
It's
many
still-
series.
still
though,
really
so,
enjoyable.
no, I
It's
can't.
still good. The
Mm.
thing is, you're older now, so that were out when we sort of like
yeah,
kids. So it's like it's funny, but it's like you don't understand everything.
I still need to go through The Wire. I'm like 3 seasons in. I still got
It's
4
supposed to be sick,
seasons.
isn't it?
Yeah, well, The Wire is incredible.
What's the actual base? Is it a serial killer that's?
No, The Wire is
that?
like this.
Don't ruin it for me.
It's the city of Baltimore, and essentially they go over in different series. They go over different aspects of the city. So season 1 is sort of the kids on the corners, sort of selling drugs, that thing, and it's sort of that's how you get into it, and you go find the like drug lords and stuff like that, and it's that versus the police, and the police are sort of the lead characters. The McNulty is like the lead character,
Yeah.
but it's like a big ensemble cast.
I knew you were going to say that. Sorry, go on, carry on.
It's
Sorry.
it's the
Mark McNulty is a football lead.
Alright, it's this big ensemble cast. And it's really cool, and they go over each one. So the first one is sort of the drug kingpin and stuff like that, and that links into all the other seasons.
Oh.
So the second one is the dock workers. Third one is the government or something like that, or the local government, but like characters like reoccur.
Oh, so
Well,
all
all
that
of
links in like.
It all links in really
Oh,
well,
interesting.
and it like sums up the sort of whole drug war and how it's actually failed in America. But it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool.
Oh. Is it based off like real shit? Or is it?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Oh, is it?
So the writer used to be a journalist in Baltimore, and he decided to
Oh.
write.
I thought you were like a Luther kind of thing. I thought you were like a detective.
Oh
series.
no! It's based off. Well, it's not based off of. I think it is based off of some real characters, but it's generally it's like just fiction, but in a very realistic way that probably has happened.
Oh.
How do you get into these series though? Because I find myself the only way I watch any series is if, let's say, Shani's watching it, and then I don't want to watch it, and I eventually watch it that much that I think I actually quite like this, so I keep watching it. That's the only way I watch a series.
So what I do is, if I hear good stuff about something, I'll usually watch the first episode.
It's a decider. It's a big
The
decider.
first episode is what they sold the show on. It's the pilot episode. It's the end. The end of that episode is like you'll be able to tell whether it's going to be interesting or not. And that's not always true because I didn't really get into Breaking Bad, and it's like people tell me it's like the longer you go with it, the better it gets. But I haven't really
It's long,
stick with it. Yeah.
proper long. It's like Game of Thrones. You can proper bash it out like.
Well, Game of Thrones has a first episode where it's like the end of it
Game
is
of Thrones makes me order. I'm not even joking.
You're a weird guy.
like it's not incredible or anything the first episode, but it's got enough there.
There's something there that you're like,
It's something there. You're a little bit interested. It's like, and then by the end of the first season and the cliffhanger at the end of the first season, you sort of like, what the fuck? What the?
That's how a first like episode of anything should be. Like,
Yeah.
instantly think, shit, like how's this going to go on?
Yeah.
From here.
If you're curious at all about how it's going to go after
Watch
the first episode, then just carry on watching it. And if it retains your curiosity,
Needs.
then
Different needs.
by the end of the first season, you'll have a good idea whether it's something you definitely want to watch or definitely want to carry on, or if it's something that is just sort of mediocre enough to where you don't really spend your
I
time.
think the best tip for that is don't watch the first episode when you're tired, because obviously there's that much stuff on Netflix that they make themselves. I watched loads of first episodes and thought, I can't really be asked to watch that, I'm going to bed. Like, it sounds daft, but if you're tired, you like sort of think, I can't be asked to watch it anyway. But Game of Thrones, I know it's good.
Yeah.
And like, you've got to get good recommendations first to actually like kick off a series, I think. But Game of Thrones is probably the best thing.
Have you ever seen Mr. Robot? Mr. Robot's really good as
That
well.
series?
Yeah. It's an American series about like a little like a hacker guy who's really depressed and also has I don't know what I can say because I can't remember. There's so many spoilers in it, but it's
Don't ruin it.
no. It's one of those things where it's genuinely it's really really good. It's really cool. It's really different, and I would recommend it. Same with Legion as well. Actually, Legion's like a superhero TV show, but it's not like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of one. It's a really weird, cool, interesting. Got lots of different ideas going on.
I don't know if I'd like all of these. I don't know. They just sound a bit tedious.
No, that's where it goes wrong.
I like films more than TV shows. I could watch a lot.
We're
I'd rather
21st
watch
century,
a lot
man.
of
Series. There's
Films
more
are
series
good.
than films. Isn't
Yeah,
there?
I
mean,
prefer films.
It's like the golden age of
film
television.
guy. I'm a film guy. Yeah.
I mean, there's so much more. Like Game of Thrones is based off of so many books, and each book has very specific.
I'd probably
so
like it,
super
I just can't
specific
be bothered.
details.
Actually, makes me wet thinking about it. Like, is it your favourite series ever?
Oh, dear.
I mean, at the moment, yeah, it sort of depends how it ends, really, doesn't it?
The thing is with Game of Thrones, like, there's like that many theories out there how it could end. Like, if am I gonna?
Don't. Well,
Yeah.
you don't know any of them, does it?
Don't
Yeah.
ruin it for me.
Well,
Might watch
there's that many different ones. I know
Yeah.
they've made better episodes, haven't they? For like
There's
last
a
one.
lot of ways it could end.
But with it being Game of Thrones, I can see everyone just like.
Shakespearean, everyone just.
Didn't
died.
Ed
God.
Sheeran feature in one?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
looked shit.
oh, it's
I saw it on
terrible.
Facebook and I thought, I'm not watching that.
That's that.
It wasn't horrible, but it was one of those things where it's like
No
oh.
need. No need.
Yeah,
at all.
like
It looks stupid.
the Coldplay guy who was in it. Coldplay was in the Red Wedding.
What?
Was it?
Not the lead singer.
Did
Oh.
they
the
just
drummer.
draft in people?
No, the drummer.
Oh,
The drummer was in the Red Wedding. He was the one. He was the drummer actually in the band
Shock.
when they're playing the Reigns of Castamere.
Different.
Original.
Really?
Yeah. So, but
Oh, the
like,
Red Wedding.
you didn't notice that, and then Ed Sheeran's like
Well,
this
you
singular character was talking and stuff.
The
I didn't notice this because they said it in a later episode,
the Red
in a
Wedding.
later behind the scenes.
The Red Wedding. I think I finished it at like 11 o'clock at night. And I actually rang my mate. I was like, "Is that real?" Like, I was
Yeah.
that. Honestly, I was. Like, I don't really get that with series. I love series,
Oh, God.
but I actually rang him. I was like, "Is that
Oh,
real?" They were like, "Yeah, yeah."
God.
What about Hold the Door?
Oh no, no, that's not even fair.
That's
that.
PTSD sort of.
That is that. I
That
can't
ge-
sleep at night. With
That
stuff.
genuinely
Hold the
hurt
door.
that.
I generally can't open
What's
doors.
hold the door?
It's just people who know what Hold the Door means.
Is this part of the show?
It's like they'll have their hearts ripped
The
out.
thing
by
is, you could never like. There's certain bits that you might sort of work out, but that. Oh my god, that hit feelings that I've not
Yeah.
had feelings for before. You don't even understand what we're on about. I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
And it's quite deep in it. It's like,
Look how passionate we are about this. It's so good, Dom. You need to watch it.
get
I forced my girlfriend to watch like 8 episodes, but she didn't want to, and I carried on forcing her. I watched the entire first season again. Watched about half of the second season, and then by that she did it on her own, and now she's all caught up.
nice. I'm not even reacting. Like, you generally know what it's like, don't you?
Mm.
When you meet someone that actually loves it. In fact, no, anyone that has watched it all the way through, they love it.
Yeah.
What, is this Game of Thrones still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were on about a new series called Hold the Door.
No,
No,
Hold the Door
it's
is like a thing. That
Yeah.
is it.
Oh God, not one of them.
No, what are you on about? No.
You have
Oh,
no
'cause it's not
idea
the
what
peep
you're
show.
trying.
It doesn't lead on to each other, you girl.
They do lead on.
No. Yeah, it's good. I think it's probably my favourite episode, but About the Bastards is probably my second favourite. I don't know, actually. Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Dom, do you want to finish your Alton Towers story?
No,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
leaving.
go on,
I
go on,
can't be bothered.
Go on.
Dom, finish your Alton
I
Towers
can't
Oh,
story.
finish
be
the
arsed.
boring story.
It
please.
is boring now after that.
Can you
You
swear
don't
on
fit
this?
in it
You
all.
got swearing out.
You don't
No.
need to cut swearing.
No, I'm not cutting.
Just tell your story so go
Cut
home.
swearing now.
Go on, it sounded a really good story. I'm really
No.
interested.
No fucking hell.
So talk about how you were just like really feeling emotions.
No, I'm not bothered.
Ooh,
Come
come
on.
on.
I threw
Oh,
up
I'm
that same
sick.
story.
Ooh, give me sympathy. Pathetic.
No, don't want that. Yeah,
Go on.
No, I'm not
Go on,
bothered.
it sounded amazing, honestly.
Yeah,
I'll-
no, we're
Get your mum in,
amazing,
because she will be gripped on this story.
yeah. No, it'll be like a hold the door incident. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
you know what? If you watched
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
people would cry if you said that,
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
they?
Yeah. They'll be holding the door
Ooh.
in anticipation
Oh,
of
I'm
my
the peep
sickness.
show. That's all I can think about.
I'm the peep
The Mitchell
show.
Webb look, is that same
Don't
thing?
watch
I
that.
don't know. Same people?
Haven't watched that. Same people, different
No, it's not.
thing altogether. Really, but
Different shows.
yeah, for
Different
needs.
needs. Do you like The Office?
I thought it was
Ah,
alright.
you already earned on it, no matter. You either like it, you don't. Some people are like, I don't like Ricky Gervais. I'm like,
Well, you know, I preferred the American Office.
okay, that's.
Yeah.
And we're signing off right now.
I said the same.
Bye.
I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed.
We are for you.
Honestly, I've watched the first episode of the US Office. It's literally the exact same script. There's nothing different about it.
Oh,
Well,
no,
the
it-
acting is
it-
very
Oh
different.
no, the acting, but it's
It's
the same
embarrassing.
script. It's
No,
like
it grows into itself. It grows into its own thing.
Is
It
it?
doesn't. It starts off like that, yeah, but it grows into its own thing.
It starts as
100%.
HIV and turns into full blown AIDS. Yeah. Not good.
Jesus. Can you say
How
that
many
on camera?
episodes of the US version have you watched?
I couldn't manage more.
So you watched the first episode, the
No,
one
I
that's
couldn't.
based off of the exact
When
same
I'm seeing,
script.
as I've explained to you, let me.
Oh, go on then. Go on.
No,
then.
but I'm not bullshitting.
Oh, Dom, can you get down
Yes,
from your high horse, please?
I'm on a pedestal, and I'll drop down for a second to explain. And Jack can actually back me up. That was
I'm going to back you up here because I
This-
generally love it. Like,
the crude nature of the satirical British humour, which is The
The
Office.
satirical.
Yes, satirical. It's like satire, but more. It was amazing. It's the irony of it, isn't it? It's almost like the cringy humour that is just so discreet. It's not in your face.
it's generally you've got to watch it a few times through because like you might watch it the first time and think, oh, kind of funny that, but then the more you watch it, the more you realise like actually it's probably my top 3. In fact, actually top 2.
You miss so much, like when you watch it and then you see little. It's even innuendos in it, like little facial expressions, little keys. And I'll tell you what, the direction of Stephen Merchant throughout is amazing. Like it's like when, like I've told you, where Ricky Gervais did his standalone David Brent movie. I thought that was shit.
No, you told me it's shit. I didn't ever watch that because you said it was
It's
shit.
wank. It's
But that is generally, that's how we met. Like we used to. I met him like at a house party.
really sucked me off.
You know what?
Well.
You know, like, get rid of him. It's just me and you, Liam, because I'm sick to death.
Get
of
him
Dom.
out, Liam. Kick him out.
I've got a better car than him, so mine's.
Another. He's come back to see. Yeah.
Ah.
So thanks for listening to the podcast. This has been the Currently Untitled podcast with Dom and Liam.
What a stretch.
Jack.
And I guess Jack.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time.
Yeah, hopefully.
See ya.